What up? We back again. What's up? Today, what we talking about?
Today, we're going to tell y'all about our experience entering parenthood.
With the little one? Oh, bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
I'm trying to eat this.
But yeah, this is our little one. He's 2 months old. Almost 3 months. Little Ocean. You start off. She's the mother. So you give your well, I know you give your recollection.
Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning. Because I know a lot of people want to know, how did you know you was pregnant? Were you guys planning on having a baby? Blah, blah, blah. So, no, we didn't necessarily plan to have a baby, but we knew it was coming soon. I don't want to get into too much detail, but so my period was late or whatever, and I was like, okay, if my period don't come next week, we're gonna take a test, and then so my period didn't come or whatever. So then on that Monday, we went and got a test. Well, he went and got the test for me at where you went and got it from?
CVS.
He went and got the test from CVS, and now pissed on the stick.
Pissed on the stick, man. I love piss on the stick.
I put the stick under inside the toilet.
You gotta get in depth.
Yeah, so I did that, and then I put the top on that thing, let it sit, and then I looked at it, and I opened the door up because we got the bathroom is in our bedroom, of course. So I opened the door up, and he was sitting on the bed, and I looked at him, and I said,
"We're pregnant."
It's a positive. So then after that, we just sat down for a minute, and then we looked at each other, and we said, we're gonna have a baby. So like we weren't really considering having an abortion or anything because we both wanted a child sooner or later, and like instead of planning it, it was just divine intervention, I guess. God said, it's y'all time to have a child of greatness. Okay. So, you okay?
Yeah.
I can't see him in the camera. But so that's what happened in the beginning, and so after we took the test and it was positive, I was like, okay, well, since we know we're positive, we get, chill for a couple of weeks or whatever, because I really just wanted a lot of time to go past before I started really getting into the pregnancy, because I just knew it was going to be so long, and I just wanted to get some of the time passed so it'll seem shorter, but it didn't. So we went to the doctor, and we had our first ultrasound, and we heard his little heart beating.
You remember what you said when they first showed him the actual the body?
When he was when we went to the first doctor.
The first doctor just played his heartbeat, I think. Remember when we came back with
it was an ultrasound.
Oh yeah.
When my auntie had came.
You remember what you said?
Mm-mm.
You was like, nigga, what you say? I think you called it a penis, or
no, that was after. That was after. I'm talking about when we went to the first doctor. We went to a clinic. What was that in downtown Decatur?
Thank y'all, Black Love. I appreciate y'all.
So we went to the clinic. You can turn a little bit more toward you. And in downtown Decatur, and they were nice or whatever, but they were just so that you could confirm the pregnancy. You couldn't just keep going there for your follow-up appointment. So we went there, and they gave us the ultrasound. That's when we seen our baby for the first time. He was this big. He looked like a little peanut. But I don't think they played us his heartbeat, because they they was like, when you hear his heartbeat, that's when you gotta decide if you want to keep him or not. We didn't know if it was a boy or a girl, but in our hearts we knew it was a boy because we wanted a boy first. We was like, we want to have a boy, we want to have a boy. So
thank you. They say you're so cute.
Thank you. So
I ain't cute. No. I'm handsome. Keep going.
So then I had to pee in a cup. That's how we found out for sure that I was pregnant. And then I had to go back to the same doctor. And then that's when they did our first ultrasound or whatever. And it was very, very weird because it was like a wand.
It was. And
they had to put it up there to see the ultrasound. And I was like, hold on, it's not going to be like this every time, right? Because I didn't sign up for this. But no, that was the only time it had to be like that. So then, and my auntie came. She was so supportive because I told her, I was like, we pregnant. She was like, oh, Sam, let's come to the ultrasound. She pulled up to the ultrasound. I felt so supported. Oh, I love my auntie. So, then we started going to another, we started going to an OBGYN, and that's the people that...
Stop pulling your hair.
He got a good little hold on it. I don't know how he grip it. It's so soft.
He be pulling his hair.
So, our OBGYN is where you go to see all the other ultrasounds. And I was thinking, every time we go to them, we're going to get an ultrasound, we're going to be able to see our baby. No. They let you get like 3 ultrasounds. So we went, and this was the time he was talking about. We went and we seen him when he was a little bit bigger. And we actually seen his body. And we was trying to figure out if it was a boy or a girl. And they was like, you can find out through a blood test. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a boy. I'm pretty sure it's a boy. But we did the blood test anyway because they also let you do a blood test for like a certain genetic diseases. So I was like, well, if you're going to do a blood test for that, you might as well just go ahead and throw the gender one in there too. And so they did that. But then the next time we came, we had the results for the blood test, but we also did an ultrasound. And when we did the ultrasound, I was like, look at his little wee-wee. And my baby was showing us his wee-wee through the ultrasound. His legs was like this.
He had it right in the camera. Soon they put it on him.
His little legs was like this.
Had it on the table, man.
And he did that like every time we went to see him. He was like...
He was wee-wee first.
He was like, don't try to get me confused. Don't try to get me no pink stuff. Y'all see this right here? Y'all see this? Y'all see this? He just kept showing his little wee-wee. And then she was like, well, let me check your blood test to make sure. And then when she checked the blood test, then she was like, yep, you're right. It is a boy. And the whole time it was like, oh my goodness.
We knew it the whole time. In our hearts, we really wanted a boy. So we put that into the environment. What's up, Sierra? That's Enzo mama.
Hey, Enzo mama. How you doing, Sierra? So yeah, so it basically was manifested because even before we got pregnant, Bae was like, I can't wait to have a baby. I can't wait to have a baby. He was like, I want my firstborn to be a boy. Mm-hmm. I want to name him Ocean. I can't wait to have a baby. I'm like, okay. Less than a month later.
Man, what you trying to say?
Less than a month later, we are pregnant with a boy. And we naming him Ocean. So I definitely like partnered up with him in manifesting us having a boy because I really, really did not want a girl. Especially because my brother already have a girl. So I have a niece. And she's off the chain. Okay, like, my niece was born with an attitude. She'll look at you like this.
She know how to roll her eyes and everything.
I say, hey, Kalea. She says, no. She's 2 years old, y'all.
If you ain't got no snacks, She ain't your friend.
Ocean, what are you doing, baby? So, let us know if y'all have any questions while we're going through this too. But so my pregnancy was pretty easy. I didn't have too much going on. I didn't have any complications, thank God. I wasn't high risk or anything. We was actually going to plan to have the baby at home, but we had to make sure that it wasn't going to be any slip ups or any unknown variables because it was my first child. So, hey, Aunt Deborah. So, so we didn't have him at home, but we wanted to. But we'll probably have our next baby at home. We did do it unassisted at the hospital. But my first trimester, I did feel a little sick.
Right, tell them about the night before, though.
The night before? What?
Yeah, before we went to the hospital, you jumped straight to the hospital. Like
I said first trimester. But go ahead. We can go back and forth. It don't matter.
The night before, we was asleep. What time you woke up? Like 3 or 4 o'clock?
You talking about when I went to labor?
Yeah.
Save the labor part for last, babe. That's the juice.
Go.
That's the juicy part.
Alright, go. What part you was on?
First trimester.
Okay.
So my first trimester, I had before I found out I was pregnant, I went to a shoot. I went to a makeup shoot, and I was so sick, y'all. I thought I was getting the flu or something. I was so sick, and I did not know I was pregnant. I was doing this shoot, and it literally took all day. I was so tired. I was sick. I felt like I was gonna throw up, but I didn't throw up. I wanted to lay down. My stomach was hurting. My head was hurting. I was just like, what is going on with me? But I really thought I was just super, super hungry. But I was like, maybe like a few weeks pregnant. So.
Thank y'all for the love.
So I didn't even know I was pregnant at the shoot or whatever. And so after I found out I was pregnant, I was getting sick like on and off. I was getting a little nausea. Like, Ocean didn't like seafood at first, just like his daddy.
I don't like seafood.
So when I was trying to eat some fish, Ocean made me throw all my fish up, y'all. I threw it all up in the toilet. And then another time in my first trimester, I had woke up and I had laid in the bed for a minute because I'd be tired. Like, even after I wake up, I'd be a little tired. So I just laid in the bed a little bit and I drank some grape juice. It's like 100% grape juice, so it's like really concentrated. And I threw it up. I said, babe, I feel like I'm finna throw up. He handed me the trash can and I was like, it was just straight juice.
Yeah, just nasty.
And then, so, like, most of my first trimester, I was real dehydrated because I didn't want to eat too much stuff. And, what you talking about?
It's like you can't see yourself.
Get up in there.
What's up, gang?
Do that thing. Do that thing. Say, do that thing.
Keep going.
So.
What's wrong?
He said it's my turn to tell my story.
Tell your side of the story.
How you was feeling in the first trimester, little O?
Tell them. You was like, goo goo, and then you said, ga 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 ga. Oh, he was in there kicking. Showing how you was kicking. Like that. Hiya. Hiya. What was Ocean's favorite food that you craved?
Watermelon.
That watermelon.
So, you can put them down. So, my first trimester, like I was saying, I was feeling real. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I can get back in the frame. But I was feeling real sick mostly, like not really sick, like to where I wanted to throw up and having morning sickness. I just was like nauseated. Like I felt nauseous by the thought of certain foods. Like I couldn't even think about eating certain stuff. The only thing I could really eat. I think I had went vegan. I went vegan for the first month because I couldn't eat. I couldn't even think about eating meat. You remember that?
You said you wanted some chicken.
So I didn't eat no meat the first trimester because I just I couldn't even think about eating it. And then second trimester is when I started eating more stuff. Ocean loved watermelon. I used to eat so much fruit. Like fruit was my best friend. Like I ate like half a watermelon a day. Like it was so like I ate so much watermelon. Like I know this might be TMI, but my poop was like watermelon colored. It was just like water because I was just eating so much watermelon. Like my poop was watermelon, but it made me feel so good. Like it was so refreshing, and I felt hydrated. So that was my favorite. And I liked nachos.
She ate nachos almost every day.
Yep. And then I stopped eating salsa though because I was getting indigestion.
And them beans, she was pulling off the beans. Me too though.
So yeah. Hey Mom.
What up?
So yeah, I was eating nachos and I like spaghetti. Spaghetti was real good. But all those red sauces was causing me to have a lot of like there go your mama. She ain't talking to us. She said, Ocean, your grandma talking to you.
He in that hair. What you doing? Yeah.
So, but all those red sauces really made me like have gas, and the gas would get like trapped, like it would just be so painful. And when he was getting bigger, like I was having less room in my stomach. So yeah, I had to stop eating those sauces, that spaghetti sauce and that nacho salsa.
Tell your side then.
What you was doing when you was in the belly? When you was in the belly?
For real.
What you was doing?
And that's how he feel about it.
What you was doing in the belly? Ooh.
Keep going.
My second trimester was pretty. My second trimester is when I felt like everything was just taking too freaking long. Like I was like, dang. So for people who don't know, your first trimester is the first 3 months of your pregnancy, because trimester, of course, means thirds, cut up into thirds, and there is 9 months in a pregnancy. So the first 3 months of the first trimester is when people will have the most morning sicknesses and stuff like that. And the second trimester is the 4th, 5th, and 6th month. And then your 7th trimester is your 7th month is when you start your last trimester. So my second trimester, I was like, dang, this is taking forever. Like, when am I going to meet my baby? Oh my god.
Yeah, we really got anxious we started feeling him when he was kicking and moving around and stuff. Like, we got real anxious.
And he was kicking his the second trimester, and he was just kicking his little legs. But I didn't even start showing until 7 months. So like 5 months, 6 months, I feel him kicking me, and I could barely even see him.
Yeah, she never really. It took her a long time to get big.
So yeah, second trimester was just really just chilling, waiting on stuff to get real. Then my seventh month is when I decided to have our baby shower. I didn't want to have the baby shower too close to my due date because I didn't know if I was gonna have him early, or if I was gonna even feel like dealing with people, because I'm actually glad I did it in the 7th month, because a lot of people have their baby shower. A lot of people have their baby shower in the 8th month, in the 9th month. What is best part? Are you trying to get to me? You trying to get to me? You laughing.
Mm-hmm. You don't want it.
Let me see. It's okay, stinky butt. It's okay, stinky butt. What you talking? Are you tired, huh? So, I had my baby shower in the 7th month, but if I would have had it in the 8th month or in the 9th month, like other people be doing, I would have been so tired, y'all. I couldn't even stand up for a long time. Like, even at 7 months, I was barely able to stand up for a long time. Let me see.
You're getting a little tired.
It's alright, baby. We here for you.
Parent life.
So, baby shower was cool. I didn't have like a big baby shower. I'm not really a social person. Despite how it may seem, I just, you know what I'm saying, I like my family members that I like, and my couple of friends that I like, or whatever. What time is it? Okay. So we got almost everything we needed at the baby shower. His mom got most of the stuff.
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. We got so many Pampers and stuff.
Everybody got us some good stuff, though. All our friends and family. I appreciate y'all.
You want to change this pamper?
I'll change this pamper. You keep one. I'll be back.
Yes, you guys. So we got almost everything we needed at the baby shower. Things that we've been using so far are Pampers, of course, wipes, clothes. He just started using bibs. His first month, he didn't even need his bibs because he didn't really slob that much. But we use this swing, the bopper pillow. We don't really use plastic bottles. We use glass bottles, and we use glass bottles because he can get gas really easily, especially because he's so young. A lot of people never tell you that young babies have so much gas. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, they have more gas than grown men. And then it's like, not even just that they be having gas and it stink. They have gas and it's so painful to them. And it be trapped inside their stomachs. And they need help to get it out. Poor little babies. But, yeah, so we use the glass bottles, and I pump when I give him breast milk. Thank you. Yeah, I gained about 30 pounds. When I was pregnant with him, I gained 30 pounds. I was 110 pounds before I got pregnant, and during the pregnancy, I was about 140 pounds. Yeah. Most of it went to my legs and to him, of course. He was a pretty big baby. So our last trimester, like, we were really anxious, but I kept thinking that I was gonna have him on my due date because like I didn't have no signs of him coming soon. Like a lot of people was having like Braxton Hicks. I never had any Braxton Hicks. I didn't even know what they felt like. Like anytime I got gas moving, I'm like, this must be Braxton Hicks. You want to sit on this side now?
Yeah.
I got okay. You feel better, little man?
Got that pamper chain. We back in this thing.
Yeah, so you come sit with mommy then. You got his hair fry.
Yeah, I'll get to him when you get.
I want to know. So, our third trimester, like I said, we was just waiting for him to come. No Braxton Hicks. And so now we're gonna go into the birthing story real soon. So, thank you. So, but being in my last trimester, like I was so big, I couldn't even like, I could get in and out the car, I could still bend down and stuff, but I'm so tired, ain't you?
You said hurry up. Don't play with me.
So he was getting so big, and when I sat down and I leaned forward, just like how he touching the sofa now, he was touching the sofa over my coochie. I was like, wow, this baby is getting huge, y'all. Like,
she had that little, what do you call it, little front desk right there.
Right, yeah.
Little snack tray.
I could put my cereal bowl on top of my belly, y'all. I felt so successful. And I was really like, I was really thankful and grateful that I was able to make it all the way to full term, because of course, like you never know what complications you could run into, what kind of stuff could affect you, whether it's hereditary or not. But so yeah, he was getting so big, and everybody kept saying, you dropping, you look like you finna have a baby soon. Everybody kept saying, your baby's coming soon. I'm like, yeah, sure, but I really didn't drop. I was the same size my whole last trimester. Also, he had stopped moving as much in third trimester because he was just so big, and like his little booty was just stuck in my rib. Somebody said I'm holding the baby wrong. I just hold my baby however he's comfortable. Y'all know that, right?
You know what they say? He's so adorable. Thank you. I appreciate you.
But yeah, so what else I was gonna say about how big I was? Yeah, I had to get some new shoes. I had to buy me some more comfy Uggs.
New wardrobe, slick.
Oh yeah, like throughout the first and second trimester, I was wearing all of his clothes, y'all. Like I could, like my stomach was stretching out his shirt. Like I was actually fitting his clothes and his shorts and his boxers. Everything was mine. Okay.
She was hijacking him.
I said, these are my boxers.
She still got some to this day.
Yeah, they just mine now. So, this is him finding his sleep, you guys.
Yeah, and then after that, where were you? The clothes.
And by the time my third trimester, I really was like more normal with what I could eat. Like I was really eating just about anything and everything. I had some crab legs. I had a little bit of everything, y'all. I was like, yes. I can eat. The only thing was I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep like how I usually slept. I used to sleep on my stomach before I had him. And before I got pregnant, so when I had him, I couldn't sleep on my stomach. I had to sleep like on my stomach, kind of to the side. But once I got to the third trimester, I had to sleep on the side, like totally on the side. I had to put pillows on my back, pillows in between my legs, pillows. So yeah, so now we can go into our laboring experience. So one day we went and got us some curry chicken to eat. We was eating some Jamaican food. Every time we go get Jamaican food, I get curry and he gets jerk.
I get the jerk.
Yep, he likes the spicy jerk. I think that stuff is too spicy.
Sometimes it be too spicy, but sometimes I get it just right.
The curry is always okay. So I was eating I ate my curry. I ate my curry that day. And then about 5 o'clock in the morning,
she woke up.
I woke up out my sleep, y'all.
Talking about she got gas.
I said, And then, and then I felt it again. I said, And then, like, usually sometimes my stomach, I'll have gas and my stomach will be hurting. But I don't be wanting to wake him up, like, because, like, it's just gas. But this time the gas was really, really hurting me. So I had made a little noise and he woke up, y'all. He finna fight his sleep, y'all, till he fall asleep. But it's all good, because y'all know how it is. Y'all have heard a baby cry before. Anyways, we don't usually just let him cry. We always try to help him do something. I can't stand him cry. Yes, he will make you get up and walk around. He's very demanding. That's one thing about children, y'all. When they babies, they say, when I say move, you say where. When I say jump, you say how high. But anyways, so 5 o'clock in the morning, I had gas. So I thought, I was laying in the bed, and I was like,
You gonna reenact it?
I was like, So then I turned over and it went away. And then it came back again. And I was like, ooh. And then, so I'm thinking, okay, these must be Braxton Hicks, because when I turned over, it didn't hurt. But then it came back. So I'm like, okay, I don't know. So then, like, I felt like I had a little movement. So I got up and I went to the bathroom. And I did. Like, I had peed and I pooped a little bit. It was like a little tiny poop. I went to the bathroom. So I'm like, okay. I said, babe, I'm having some real painful gas. I said, I think I might be constipated or something, because I just went to the bathroom and it was only a little bit. It wasn't enough. So when I went to the bathroom, I thought that was gonna be it. But when I got out of the bathroom, I'm like, dang, my stomach still hurt. So babe was like, if it come back, we going to the hospital. And I was like, no, I don't want to go to the hospital. So it came again, and then that went away. And it came again. I was like, ooh, ow. So then I called my auntie. My auntie is CNA nurse, y'all. So I'm thinking like, okay, I can call her. She gonna give me some good advice. She gonna tell me if I need to go to the hospital or not. Cause I was having like fears, like maybe if I go to the hospital, they gonna send me back home and tell me I'm not dilated enough, or they gonna send me back home and tell me I'm not really in labor, or they gonna tell me I need to be induced, or be like you having some type of complication, you need a C-section. So I was just so scared. I didn't know what to do. I just didn't want to go to the freaking hospital. I did not want to be around no doctors. So damn, Daddy with the successful sleep move. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
gotta get your sleep game together.
So I called my auntie and I was like, Auntie, y'all, this was 5:00 in the morning. Like first I called my mom.
Was up.
First I called my mama because my mama was in town because she thought I was gonna have my baby on New Year's Eve. My due date was January 15th, but I went to labor and had my baby on January 3rd. So my mama was still in town. She was finna go back home. She was out of town. She was finna go back home on that Monday, but I ended up going to labor on Friday. So she was there. She was in town. She was staying at my auntie's house. I called my mama like 2 or 3 times. Of course, she was asleep because that's where I get my sleepy habits from. So I wasn't really surprised. I wasn't upset or anything. And it wasn't like I wanted her to hold my hand through labor. Like I'm a big girl now. but I needed some advice quickly. So I called my auntie. I'm like, she done picked up the phone. Auntie done picked up the phone, y'all. So she had answered. And I asked her, I said, Auntie, I'm having pains. You think that's too right?
No, that's good.
I said, Auntie, I'm having pains in my stomach, in the bottom of my stomach, and in my pelvic floor.
You did.
And I was like, does that mean I'm in labor? I was like, I don't know what contractions feel like. Are these contractions? Should I go to the hospital? She was like, yes, you need to go to the hospital. She was like, better safe than sorry. And I was like, dang, I did not want to go to the hospital.
We packed up?
Yep, I had already had my hospital bag packed or whatever for about a few weeks. Like, I had my hospital bag packed. I really didn't even use none of the stuff that was in there, really, while I was at the hospital. Was at the hospital for the whole weekend. Stuff I had in my hospital bag, I had a leaving outfit, a gown that I didn't even end up wearing, a speaker that I didn't even end up using, my charger, of course, some underwear that I didn't end up using either, some maxi pads,
the good stuff,
some shea butter. Was that it?
I think so.
Yeah, and some lip gloss. So that was just about it. And like I said, I barely used any of that stuff. So if you trying to figure out what you need to put in your pregnancy bag, your hospital bag, nothing. Your charger and your phone, because they had everything at the hospital and we took all that stuff with us. So we already had our bag packed or whatever, and I sat on the bed and I had 2 more contractions, and then I started leaning over on all fours because Babe was like, we're going to the hospital, I'm finna get our stuff ready. So he started running to the car, he threw our stuff in the car, and then he took my little pillow. I have like a, what would you call that pillow?
I don't know.
It's like a lounge pillow, like it got like the little parts on the side, and then it got the part where you put your back at.
Kind of like a chair without the bottom.
Yeah. So I had took that with me too. My brother had got me one for Christmas, a new one. So it's like real fluffy and plush. So hopped in the car, Started on our way to the hospital. And in the car, I was having them contractions, y'all. I was like,
That's how I know it was real. Like when it didn't stop. But I just didn't want to go there and get turned around.
I was like, The thing, like, how could I explain it? It felt like cramps. Like if you had a cramp and gas, like one of them, like you know how when you have like a big gas bubble that you could tell from the turn to a big old fart, like it kind of hurt before it turns into that fart. It was like that. It just never came out as a fart. My fart never came out. It was contractions. So got to the hospital. He pulled up, and the ladies, he had went up there and told the ladies what was going on. I just waited in the car. Then they came out with this cute little pink wheelchair.
Go get the doctor gang.
And they was like, you need to get in the chair or whatever. I was like, all right, hold on, let me get my stuff. They was like, no, ma'am, you need to come right now because we need to get you checked in. And I'm like, dang, is it that serious? Because like, if I'm finna have a baby, like, it's not gonna come right now, right? Because it's not gonna come for another like 12 hours. Isn't that how it's supposed to be?
They weren't trying to hear that.
They was like, no, you need to get checked in right now. Like they like, which is good because like you never know how long you're in labor and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, whatever. Hopped in the little wheelchair and I let them take over. Babe went to go park the car and he got my stuff out the car and met me up there in the check-in room. In the check-in room, y'all, this is when it got real. This is the first part it got real. The active labor is when it got super real, but this is when it got real. So we're in there, and of course they asked me all these questions. How far along am I? Blah, blah, blah. Taking my pulse. Whoop-de-doop-de-doo. Get my chart ready. They wanted to check if I was dilated. Y'all, I did not know this is how you check. Like, I guess I would have never found out. Other words, they shoved their fingers up there like
this. You done shot the man.
You did that by laughing.
Oh.
It said, I said, ah. And then
they said, it's coming. She 5 centimeters. We thought it was just like a false alarm. But I was like, nah, it's coming soon.
They was like, you 5 centimeters. I said, so does that mean like that that he's coming? It was like, yeah, you're in active labor. I was like, what? I was like, how could I have dilated 5 centimeters and not known? Like, so I didn't feel my cervix opening up to 5 centimeters. Like, how is that possible? Like, I thought I was gonna feel it. I didn't feel it. Well, I felt contractions, and I guess the contractions is, the dilation opening. But I really thought I was gonna be able to like feel like some type of openness, and I didn't. So they were like, yeah, you're in active labor. We finna get your stuff together and get you into a delivery room. And I'm like, ooh, okay, well, time to start laboring. Time to start laboring, y'all. So instead of like laying back like this, I couldn't lay back, y'all. It was hurting so bad, my back. Anytime I laid back, I just wanted to cry like a little baby. So I was like leaned over, like if this was the like if the hospital bed was like this, I was like leaned over like this, so that I could like not be on my back. I was just leaning over my little pillow, sitting on my pillow like this. And then every time the contraction came, I was like, And then finally, they started rolling me to the delivery room, y'all. The delivery room was a lot bigger than the room we was in. The room we was in was like a bathroom. Like, it was really small.
The living room was fat.
Yeah, it was a decent size. Um, so when we went to the delivery room, the lady asked us, she was like, first of all, I was kind of upset because at my OBGYN, we did a birth plan and they were supposed to send it over to the hospital, but they didn't. So these folks is asking me what's on my birth plan, like they should already knew. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna trip on these folks because somebody else didn't do their job. So I tell them, I'm like, I want to have a natural birth. I don't want any medicines. Um, I basically want to do this by myself, just me and my husband. We want to deliver this baby. We just need y'all, just in case we need y'all, but we don't really need y'all. And she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna leave then. She left the room, and we was in there for a good most of the time by ourselves. She had came in, checked and left, came and checked and left. And then they have like this thing that they put on your stomach so that they can see the baby
his heart and stuff.
Yeah, his heart rate. So the ones I had was wireless, so she could see it from like a different room. And it was waterproof, which was good because I labored bending over like this on top of my pillow. I did that for about how long was that? About 3 hours?
Yeah.
And then it started getting intense, y'all. It started getting intense.
I had to rub that back the whole time. Oh yeah, and then tell them you had to get in the shower.
Hey, auntie.
What's up?
And yeah, so after it started getting intense, I was like, I'm finna try to shower because that's what the nurse told me. She was like, if you get in the shower, put some warm water on your back, it'll probably help. And I really didn't think that was gonna help because it didn't sound like it was gonna help. But I was like, I'll try anything at this point besides medicine. So I turned that water on hot. He did it for me because I was like, I'm not finna. Like when I go in there, I'm going in there to feel good. I'm not going in there to work. So, so he turned the water on, and I went in there and I let the water run over my back. I was like bent over like this.
When I come in there, she had on like little towels and stuff. Man, she was soaking wet when I got in there, hair and everything. She didn't even care.
Yeah, I was like, I had just had my hair like this, like crinkly, but I had like just threw my hair over the little bench, and like it was running on my neck and stuff. I'm like, I'm in labor. Like I don't even care about this hair no more. I don't care if my hair get wet. Like why? Like this is why people be looking sweaty in their labor pictures because nobody cares at this point. It's like whatever to make yourself feel better.
Get this baby out.
I'm like, I can do my hair again another time. I need to feel like, and it's like when you just it's just like I just let go. Like I just felt so much better not caring at all. You know what I mean? Instead of sitting there trying to care about my hair, I was like, forget this. I felt so much better, y'all. Even with my hair being wet on a hospital bed, it just felt amazing. Like, so I'm just letting the water like pound on my back, like on my lower back. And it was hot water. Y'all, I was trying to tell y'all, that felt so good. Like, I was going back and forth, like in and out, but I stayed in there for a good another 3 hours. That's how long it was?
Yeah, and by the end, like, it felt when you thought it was coming, that you had just got out.
So, I was in there, and then I started seeing blood. I was like, hold on now. I was like, babe, go tell the doctor now. Go tell the nurse there's some blood coming out. Because I had to make sure I wasn't nothing, you know what I'm saying, nothing serious going on. So he went and told her, and she was like, yeah, sometimes you get blood when you start to dilate more. So basically I was getting further along in the laboring process. Little O was coming very soon, y'all. So I was like, all right, cool. So I stayed in the shower a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? Forget the blood. I was in there with socks on, y'all.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. And then with the socks on.
I did not care. I had on socks. I was getting my hair wet, all that stuff. So then she was like, I had to go to the bed to chill because first of all it was really hot in that shower and I was standing up in the shower like I wanted to sit down and bend over something but I couldn't because of how it was set up. So I had went to go sit on the hospital bed to give myself a little break, and I was gonna go back into that shower. But she was like, "Let's check to see how far along you are. Let's check to see how far along your dilation is." Yeah, guess what? I was 9.5 centimeters dilated.
He was coming.
9.5.
He was coming.
She was like, "Yeah, you can't get back in that shower because you're gonna have that baby in that shower." I was like, "I want to get back. I want to go back in there." So then started having those real intense contractions, y'all. They had to rub my back because them things was hurting. And every time a contraction came, I'm like, "Babe, come rub my back. Come rub my back." And then if he would start rubbing my back and I was still having a contraction, I'd be like, "Why you stop? Don't you stop? Don't you? What you doing? You ain't got nothing else to do."
Like how your mom look at you in the stove, you pick up some candy, put it down.
Anytime he picked up his phone, put it down. Touch my back. So yeah, he was rubbing my back out, rubbing the contractions out of my back, and that helped so much, y'all. Like before he started touching my back, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. It hurts so bad. And then when he started rubbing my back, I'm like, maybe I can do it. So then they was like, oh, I forgot to tell y'all, when I was in the shower, before I had get out of the shower, I told the nurse, I said, I feel the need to push and poop. So, anyways, so when I was on the bed, she was like, yeah, so now you can push with your contractions. And then I was like, okay. So every time the contraction came, I was like, like I was pooping. I was like, And she was like, it's not gonna work like that. And she was like, you gotta push longer. The baby's not gonna push down, come down if you push it real quick like that. She was like, you need to push and count to 10. I was like, what? Because when I was pushing, I was holding my breath. I was like, I can't hold my breath for 10 seconds. I'm basically still pregnant. Like, what do you mean you hold your breath for 10 seconds? And push. But I did it even though I was almost out of breath. I was lightheaded by 10 seconds. I had to breathe. So, by the time the contractions come, I was like, and then they start rubbing my back. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Did that for a little while.
By a lot of breath. Then I started feeling his head.
Man, she was pushing, and so I was like by her back, rubbing her back, and then that's when the doctors kind of came in, like got in the main position. Then I went back there and looked. I was like, man, let me see what's going on down there. I was like, oh shit! Like I seen the top of his hair. It's like hair. I was like, oh man, like this is real. Like it, even though I knew the baby was coming, like it didn't get real until that point. Like until I seen that hair, I'm like, man, it's gonna be a baby in here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I felt his head like pushing toward my pelvic bone, like. And no, I didn't feel like I was stretching out or nothing like that. I just felt his head pushing on my bone. So it was kind of like heavy. So I was like, is that his head? Because before his head came, before I started pushing him out, I had to push out my water. Because my water never broke. My water didn't break until maybe about 30 minutes before he came. So I had to push it out. And when I was pushing it out, it felt like I was pushing out a real dry balloon. Like It was like, and then when I pushed it out, it was like,
Man, bust everywhere.
I think he had got some on his shirt.
I did. Got a little splash.
Yeah, so when I pushed out the water, I'm like, okay. Like, throughout the whole process, it's like, how long is this going to take for my baby to come? Like, you never know how long you're going to be in labor. Like, when is my baby going to get here? How long am I going to be laboring? Like, I just kept looking at the clock like, dang, like, how long is this going to go on? So, after I felt his head, I looked at the doctor, I looked at Bae, I said, was that his head? I said, is that his head? Bae looked down there, he said, I see some hair.
I had the little alfalfa sticking up.
And then, like, in my mind, everything just, like, it just, I don't know, it just went to go time. Like, okay, now I know I'm doing this for a reason. Like, I'm not doing this to have a baby in another 12 hours. I'm having this baby right now. So I just started pushing. Like, I couldn't even, like, none of the pain was processing to me no more. I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. Like, I pushed, counted 10. His little head started like going like crowning. It's when their head be like this. And then I had did that, and I had started breathing, and then he went back in. Then I did it again. His little head just popped out like this. I said, "That's his head." Like, thinking back on it, I wish I would have went down there and felt it, but it was okay because he's here now. But and then after that, it was like, yep. They was like, give us another push and get his shoulders out. I pushed one shoulder out, and then the other shoulder came out, and then he just fell out of that thing. Like, he was like, and then they put him on my chest, and I started crying. I was like,
I cried a little too. I'm still a man though.
I was like, my baby.
I shed some tears.
This my baby. Y'all, like, it felt like a movie. I don't know why I was saying that, because obviously that's my baby. It just came out of me. I don't know why I was saying that. I was just, like, I was in shock, y'all. Like, and I just kept shaking. I was like, like, I felt like I was freezing. But I wasn't. And then,
he was here.
Yep. And then my mama was outside. And I was like, at first I was like, what? She had actually came like in the middle of my labor. He was almost here. And she just waited outside for me. And then when he got here, I was like, my mama can come in the room now. But I still had the placenta.
Turn it. You got me all dark and stuff. Don't look at me like that.
What you doing with your arm?
Man, you gonna have to make room.
You want to sit right here?
Yeah.
Pushing up on me.
There we go. Oops. They lighter than me. Come on.
So when
Keep going.
So the placenta was still inside of my stomach. So I was still basically in labor. For y'all who don't know, the placenta is called afterbirth because you give birth to it after you give birth to the baby. Like, you literally get contractions again and you have to push it out. But my placenta was taking a long time to come out, so I was just like, my mom can come in here, like, she seen my little coochie before. I mean, it wasn't mature when she seen it, but she seen hers, and mine probably looked like hers because it's hereditary. Whatever. I don't really care. It's not like she in there for it. You know what I'm saying? She in there for the baby. So she came in and she sat down. And then his mama came. And I was like, I don't know if his mama want to see my coochie. And now I think about it, I don't think she wanted to. She don't like seeing me breastfeed. So
she pulled up real quick, son.
Yeah, I just threw a little napkin over my cooch, and she seen him, and then she left, and then we had to push my stomach like this, and then that's when I started contracting the placenta out, and then our plan was to have a lotus birth and keep the placenta attached until it fell off by itself. But then we realized that the umbilical cord was pretty short. Thought the umbilical cord was gonna be a lot longer, but it was pretty short. So we had to carry it with him. Like anytime we moved him, we had to carry it with him, and it was kind of hard to swaddle him with it. The doctors kept trying to swaddle him, whatever. Um, so we ended up cutting it off after one day. But I mean, like either way, he still got most of his nutrients. He still got just about all his nutrients from it. It was drying up. It was basically almost dry anyway. Um, when he was born, he was 8 pounds 6 ounces.
Big boy.
I did not like pushing him out. I did not feel like he was 8 pounds. I just felt like he felt really small coming out. He felt like 5 pounds. But my stomach, like after birth, y'all, my stomach was flabby. It was like it was like it was jello, and like it felt heavy still, like but a different kind of heavy. Like it didn't feel heavy like he was in there, because when he was in there, it felt heavy but tight. It felt heavy and loose, like gravity was pulling on it.
There was a lot of fluids in there.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fluids in there. They don't tell you, but after you have a baby, you bleed for like a month, 6 weeks, basically a month. But so yeah, it was a lot of fluids in there. And after all those fluids came out, I dropped most of the weight. After 2 weeks, I probably had lost about 20 pounds. And then I was like, I'm gonna keep the rest of my baby weight. And I've been doing good keeping it so far. We want to breastfeed him. If anything, he's definitely gonna get breast milk. But once he's turned about 2 weeks, he started getting really bad gas. Most babies do get really bad gas. But once he was latching on, he would get more gas. It would get worse. Like he would latch on and go, and it was just, you could just hear the gas going inside his stomach,
moving around, and it was like taking control of him. He's so little, and all that gas. He was crunched up, crying.
Yeah, he was just moving so much. So I started pumping the breast milk out and giving it to him in a glass bottle, because like it'll be a consistent flow of milk, so he wouldn't have to work too hard, and I wouldn't have to spend a lot of time trying to make sure he got his milk or figure out how much he got, because he decided that he wanted to fall asleep because he was working too hard trying to get milk, or because he was so tired because of him feeling bad, and then wanting to go to sleep.
Oh yeah, one part we forgot. The hardest part for me was his circumcision. Man, that was kind of tough. We really was trying to go no injections. I mean, no shots or nothing like that. But they told us we had to get one shot for him, and I forget the name of it. Basically, so his blood will clot.
Vitamin K.
The vitamin K, and then so his blood. I mean, so we had to wait a day after that. That's the reason we stayed a little extra in there. But yeah, I pushed him in there. She was still in the bed resting. So I took him down there. I didn't want my baby to have no little hoodie down there. So I went and got it cut off. But so the process was real short. I watched him through a window just to make sure nothing crazy happened to my baby. They then let me come in, got him back, and he was really calm, I guess, because they had gave him the medicine. But after the medicine wore off and having to change his pamper and wrap it in gauze and stuff, man, that junk it was tough. Sometimes he'll cry. Sometimes the gauze would get stuck to it. It was hard to watch, man. It was hard to do.
Yeah, I could not, like, I hope this is our only boy.
I wouldn't say that.
I couldn't go through that again. Like, when they was telling me, like, in the hospital, y'all, I was like a split second from saying no. But, I mean, now that I know somebody who has an uncircumcised child, I guess I feel better, because with an uncircumcised child, you have to spend more time cleaning it. And when you clean it, sometimes it hurts them. So I'd rather him go through a tiny bit of, well, not really a tiny bit of hurt, but a temporary hurt, than hurting every single time he got to clean his penis. So, yeah, but y'all, okay, like the first few days, I'm like, all right, it looked horrible, like it looked so raw, but it didn't look like as painful. Once it started healing and it started getting like, what's that, pus?
He was getting pussy, and then just like the process of healing, I don't think he got scabs, but basically the whole healing process started changing colors.
Y'all, when they started doing that, like, I couldn't, like, when his pamper was wet, he was screaming at the top of his lungs. I cried. Like, I was like, I cannot change his pamper no more. Like, he had to change all his pampers until that thing healed, because I could not, like, I really, like, felt really bad for doing that.
It was tough to watch, but I'm glad he got it done. But that was definitely the hardest part for me. I ain't have to deliver the baby, so changing him, watching him scream and be in all that pain, because he know who his parents is. He'll look at us, smile at us and stuff. And so him crying to me, with me putting him in that pain, it was tough.
Yeah, it was, y'all. Like, after about 2 weeks, it healed up. But that first week, like, especially with me already being very emotional, because I had basically just had a baby, and my emotions and my hormones was like changing a lot. Like, I cried. I didn't have postpartum depression. I did have a little postpartum blues. It's when you just very emotional about everything. I was just looking at his little hands, and I was like, his little hands. I was like, his feet.
She had random cries every now and then. It was unexpected, but she was okay.
One day I cried the whole day.
She did.
He was like, why are you crying? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I'm just. But, yeah, so overall, I would say it's an experience. You can't really explain it in a one word way besides that, because it's some good and some bad. Like, I was in a whole bunch of pain to like have a euphoric experience by having my child placed on my chest. So it's like,
it was amazing at the end of the day. Having my son, he was beautiful, nice and chunky and healthy. Yeah, so it's the best day of my life. That's my little guy. We're finna go to the back.
y'all is?
Yeah, you do the conclusion. Me and Lil out. We finna go post up.
Well, I guess that leaves me. I hope I answered all y'all questions. And we might update this video or something, but make sure y'all leave some topics if y'all want us to make some other videos. We appreciate all y'all support, and you know what I'm saying.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram.
follow our Instagram and follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube page. And if you want to share this video with your friends and your family, it'll be on YouTube. Tell them to like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Yeah, so in conclusion, I would say entering parenthood is not horrible when you with somebody you love, because it's hard by yourself. It's hard, period. So if you with somebody who makes things harder for you, you'll feel probably at your wit's end. So I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to have our son naturally without him there. That's just the honest truth. So, yep, I think that's just about all. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back soon.